So
It would be very hard to underplay what is happening in Eastern Europe right now, as NATO has fired its first shots in connection with the war in Ukraine. Now, this is all coming after Poland says that 19 Russian drones entered their airspace and that they were taken out, shot down by Polish and NATO defenses. Poland now formally invoking Article 4 of the NATO Charter. Now, this is a provision which allows a member nation to cite a threat to their national security, and that means all NATO members must convene a special meeting very soon. Warsaw's airport, one of their main airports, had to be shut down because these drones were violating their airspace. This was all happening as hundreds of other drones were launched against Ukraine, a massive bombardment that has continued since President Trump met with Vladimir Putin looking for a ceasefire or peace agreement. Russia has done nothing but even escalate its attacks on Ukraine, its infrastructure, and its civilians further. Ukraine and European allies are calling this a significant escalation of Russia's war in Ukraine. Of course, Poland, as we said, is a NATO member, and an attack on them would allow Poland to request Article 5 of the NATO Charter. Article 5 states that an attack on one NATO member is an attack on all, and all members are united in responding against it. Now, this has only been invoked one other time, after the attack on 9/11 on the U.S. The U.S. for the first time invoked Article 5, and that's why NATO came to the U.S.'s aid in its offensive in Afghanistan. Now, this is quite significant. The Kremlin is declining to comment specifically. However, others are blaming electronic warfare for the drones deviating into Poland instead of Ukraine. But still, this is a very significant escalation. Many believe that it is not unintentional. It may have been testing the waters, as many have feared that if Russia gets any ground in Ukraine as part of any agreement after this prolonged war that has cost hundreds of thousands of lives, Russia has suffered immensely because of their invasion. But Russian President Vladimir Putin appears full steam ahead, no matter how many bodies and how much equipment he has to throw at this, despite not really making any grounds in his invasion of Ukraine. So where we go from here, we don't know, but there is a lot of talk and a lot of action that will likely happen in the days ahead. So it's worth keeping an eye on, as Russia has taken a much more aggressive stance, threatening the sovereignty of NATO alliances. We'll continue to monitor this, and of course, if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. Like this video. It really helps us get support to get these videos out. And be sure to check out some of our other videos that you might find interesting.